The company proposing to build a new nuclear power station in Suffolk says it's started talks with a dozen private investors about funding. The French energy group EDF needs outside finance if Sizewell C is to be built, but critics doubt whether private investors will be interested. Our business correspondent Richard Bond is here. And Richard, this is about whether or not Sizewell C is built after the completion of another plant in Somerset.
Yes, that plant is Hinkley Point, and EDF and its Chinese partner are already busy building it. The trouble is it's so expensive, it's going to leave EDF somewhat strapped for cash, and that's why it needs to attract private investment if Sizewell C is to be built. Now, EDF says it's in talks with about a dozen potential investors, and those talks have been welcomed by the industry trade body.
I think it's a very good sign that there are people very interested in taking a role in the development of Sizewell. What we've seen from the government is an announcement on a different funding model which will help to attract investors, and what we've seen today is the announcement of a sector deal which is all about driving cost reduction and efficiency into developing new nuclear facilities.
But isn't the nuclear industry risky? Why would investors want to touch it?
Well, very good question. EDF argues that Sizewell C will be considerably cheaper than Hinkley Point because it will be built to the same design and there will be lots of economies, and will therefore provide an attractive long-term return for investors like pension funds. But not everyone agrees.
I would imagine that private investors will be very, very wary of nuclear investment because of the vast economic liability if something goes wrong, both in construction and accident liability costs.
And the boss of EDF is actually in Suffolk tomorrow.
Yes, Simon Rossi will address a private meeting of Suffolk Chamber of Commerce. He's going to be upbeat about Sizewell C, but the fact of the matter is that unless these talks about attracting private investors bear fruit, Sizewell C may not be built.
Richard, thank you very much.